Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for the second episode of Let's Pick Off. Like I said earlier, originally Let's Pick Off, when I did the content in French, used to talk about video game and cinema. But I want to extend the vision, so that more things can be concerned. And as you've seen in the title of the video, today, let's pick off Keemstar.
Y'a des gogoles de dosage, vraiment. Des prises de tête et quiproquos. Encore une soirée où je fais payable. En vrai, je vous déteste.
When I think about the content he makes, why do I think it's good or bad? First off, I never really watched Keemstar before. I knew he existed, I knew he had some kind of reputation, but recently I've seen it resurfaced with tweets like that, who are saying Keemstar is a bold I guess you cannot say that. Thankfully, Keemstar is not a far left person, because he would have been called the N-word. Which would have been really worse than what it is right now. But still, don't use the R word for that. Call him a wonker instead. It's funnier. And it sounds a little bit British, so I think it's funny. So, for this I watched two videos. You will see me react to some part of it. So one about Logan Paul and one with various actualities on it, but with focused on Pokemon and OnlyFans. Which, yeah, it's really react, and then after that I'm going to talk a bit more about his Twitter and all. So let the video start. Okay, so hello everyone. Just so you know, I'm on VTuber mode, and it will be the first time I see a Keemstar video. So let's begin. Okay, like TV. Okay, it's not bad. It's not too bad, I guess. I'm going to make sure that you can hear me and the audio.
Up, Troubler Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right.
Why is he speaking like he's a fucking dumbass? Like real shit. Like, I love the computer, but why do he speak like he's a fucking dumbass? Oh, and drama alert. Okay, quick thing. A guy imported the concept in France and ended up being the most nerve-taking concept, in the sense that it makes you dumb. Legit. So I wanna react to that and see if it's as bad. But we're not off to a good start. It's not a good first impression of his content.
Andrew Tate will have an ounce of relevancy in 2023. You are sadly mistaken, brother. Unless he fights someone like, I don't know.
2 out of 10 acting. Like, it's not even convincing.
The guy who made Floyd Mayweather look average?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this, I was super excited. Logan Paul versus Andrew Tate. That seems like one of the greatest fights we have ever seen. And Logan had his...
I'm not gonna comment on that. If that's the greatest fight you've ever seen, please get your eyes checked, because I'm pretty sure that the fight between Logan Paul and Andrew Tate is basically the equivalent of two drunken men fighting outside a bar. I bet the two men fighting outside a bar is more entertaining than this shit.
No, I know he's been talking shit about you, bro. Yeah. But with your blessing, can I beat shit out of Andrew Tate?
100%. 100%.
Will you let me do that
It's
for you?
brain rot.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
brain
I don't
rot
think he
as
would fight
fuck.
us.
How exciting would this be? Logan Paul versus Andrew Tate. Can't wait. But then, Andrew Tate gets...
And a real question to people who watch this kind of content. I think I can't get why people watch this kind of content. I used to watch similar things than this shit. But do you really find it like interesting to watch a guy that talk to you like you're fucking dumbass? Because I don't. It's been 3 minutes. I am under the impression it's been 10.
How hypocritical, Logan Paul. This is extremely hypocritical. Logan, you got canceled from the Japan thing. All right, then you tased the dead rat right after. Videos came out of you faking your own death. I remember during this time period that everybody.
He got a point. He got a point, but the video, it's basically a dumbass reacting to two dumbass interacting between different videos, which basically means that me, a dumbass, is reacting to a dumbass reacting to two other dumbasses. Like Inception. Absolute cinema.
I don't know anyone out there who's campaigning like, no, Logan, don't fight Andrew Tate. No, we all want.
Mostly because I think that people don't care if two piece of shit fight each other. Let them fight, like they say in the Godzilla movie.
Where is the Maverick? This is so unlike you, Logan Paul. This is so unlike you. Where is the Maverick? I feel.
It sounds like a 10-year-old that slowly realized that his favorite superhero does not exist. I don't know how it's possible, but I feel dumber after watching this video. I feel like someone took a straw, planted it in my skull, and drank my brain cells directly from the skull. Like, I feel dumb after this video, not because the guy that is presenting the video is smart, because it's a good way to feel dumb. It's when you discuss someone with someone who is smart, when you're like confronted to someone who is smart, because it makes you think, it makes you like become more intelligent in the end. No, this is a black hole. This is a black hole that like swallow your fucking intellect, and it's just bad. But I get why people. That's the worst part. I get why people watch this. Not gonna lie. First, I would say that the only contact I had with Keemstar's content was Psyodelic, which is a French content creator who basically took the logo of Keemstar for Drama Alert and made his own version in French. And I will tell you right now, going into that and seeing how Americans do stuff, I was like, okay, Psyodelic is already bad, but Keemstar is American. Americans are usually worse than French people, and I was pleasantly surprised that it was not as bad. Yeah, it's not. It does not mean that it's good content. It does not mean that I judge that it's even decent, because it's not. It's objectively shit. I'm going to be honest, but I would say that it's at least better than the French version, and I can say it to everyone, you don't have it that bad. So what is Keemstar? Who is Keemstar? Keemstar is, I think, mostly known for his Drama Alert thing on YouTube, which does not exist now. It was stopped a few years back. He now does the same content on Twitter, and yeah, it's not that great either. Like, it goes from classic news outlet, which would be very common, to, I would say, complete idiocy and useless stuff, because who the fuck cares what Elon's trans daughter is doing? Like, she's a nobody, and why would you care that someone is trans? You're not the one who gets to live this. It's useless. It's not a public figure, and it's dumb to talk about Elon's daughter. No. There's some things that I would qualify idiotic, but it will really depend on your political beliefs, and I will not enter into that in this video. What I will say though is that the YouTube channel, I've seen two videos that were like not the most recent, but the one that I found the most interesting. So after this video one where you saw some passages, yeah, you may think that, oh yeah, he's a hater, definitely. But I was like, okay, it's dumb. It's dumb entertainment. But I get why people watch this. I get why people like this and would rather watch this than something that is smarter and more dawning. But I still think it's dumb, and takes your brain cell and like just agitates them. It's basically three dumbasses reacting to each other, and I don't think it's the kind of content that elevates the spirit. Jokes aside, it's harmless basically. Like wanting to see Andrew Tate and Logan Paul fight. Yeah, there's worse ambition on the planet than that, but I still think it's dumb. I'm not for cancel culture. I think that it's dumb, and anyway, you will not cancel someone. I'm for awareness, which is basically okay. Yeah, I show that this person did something bad, but nothing more. But I would say that talking about people like Andrew Tate and Logan Paul, who are objectively terrible people, yeah, you give them a platform where they basically can talk more, even though if they are bigger than you. You give them a platform by speaking of them highly, which it's dumb. The best way to do so is like either you're neutral to them and you don't talk about them, either you're against them and you try to give constructive criticism. So to resume, I perfectly understand why some people watch this kind of content. I think it's dumb. I think they should rather watch something a bit more interesting. But if they want to watch what people would consider slop, they can. It's their choice. I think that this kind of videos though should be avoided. Like really, it's just dumb rage baiting. Like I said, it sounds like he's talking to kids, even though he's not. But I find it really insulting as an adult that someone talk like that when it's a content for adult. I would even find it insulting if it was for kid, but if for adults it's even worse. The thing is that it's a problem with this kind of channel. When you try to do news and drama, either you keep a regular journalistic approach, or you go into sensationalism, and Keemstar clearly went for sensationalism. Which, yeah, I can't blame him, but it's not great. Also, no, I won't talk about the various controversies, especially the minor one. Because first I don't want to talk about that. I don't really like drama. But I will just say that I have one last thing for you guys before the video ends.
Eyes closed, let the world just pass me by.